while the girls train and hunt for Gazee's lair, while Zarifa works on translating the note left to her in her sleep, knowing it will have the answer she needs to figure out how to kill Gazee. The townsfolk are experiencing the effects of the loop, the barrier, and the magical fallout from the holidays. One man, Isaac, has been watching his wife's store since the loop began. Every day, he comes in about 6 in the morning. He opens shop after sweeping up, and, for the most part, he stays at the counter until lunch. Then, he comes back from lunch, does another quick sweep, and stands behind the counter until closing. He looks at the calendar. It is the last of the month, the day his wife, Jenna, is supposed to come home. He goes all day without seeing her. He tries to call her, but the call won't connect. He doesn't worry about it. She went on to visit family. She probably has her phone put away somewhere. Her father did always scold her and her siblings for being on the phone when visiting. He cleans up for the day and goes home, expecting to see her there later into the night. He calls one more time before he goes to lay down for bed, hoping to, at least, be able to leave Jenna a loving message. The call still doesn't connect. One man, Isaac, has been watching his wife's store since the loop began. Every day, he comes in about 6 in the morning. He opens shop after sweeping up, and for the most part, he stays at the counter until lunch. Then he comes back from lunch, does another quick sweep, and stands behind the counter, and decides to call it quit a bit earlier today. Expecting his wife to come back from visiting her family, he stops by the forest to buy a small bouquet. Orchids have always been her favorite. He goes home and falls asleep on the couch, waiting for her to come home. One man, Isaac, has been watching his wife's store since the loop began. One day, he comes in a bit later than usual today. He opens shop after sweeping up, and for the most part, he stays at the counter until lunch. Then he comes back from lunch, does another quick sweep, and stays behind the counter. He stares at the calendar. He knows. For a moment, he knows she was supposed to be here now. Suddenly, something interferes with the thought, not allowing him to finish it. Whatever the force is rewrites it. He knows she was supposed to be here sometime today. It is the last of the month, just like she said. Feeling uneasy. Maybe he's getting sick. He closes the shop early and heads home. He falls asleep, knowing when Jenna gets back, she'll wake him up. One man, Isaac, has been watching his wife's shop since the loop began. Every day, he comes in. Late today. He opens shop, doesn't sweep. And for the most part, he stays at the counter until lunch. He doesn't go to lunch. Why is it still Halloween? He hears his voice echo through the empty shop. He never flipped the open sign. What's the point? Why is it still Halloween? And where is his wife? She must be somewhere. She's supposed to be home by now. She should be home. But Isaac knows she won't be. She was home yesterday, as in today, Halloween. She wasn't home the day before that, as in today, Halloween. And she wasn't home all the days before that, as in today, Halloween. Isaac can hear it. Something in the back of his head trying to convince him that he's wrong. Maybe he's tired, maybe he's getting sick, or maybe he ate something he shouldn't have. Surely today is simply today, and is not like any other day before it. And surely his wife will come home today. It's like the voice takes Isaac by the hand and tries to coax him back into the shop, behind the counter, like it has every day. But not today. One man, Isaac, has been watching his wife's shop since the loop began. Early one day, coming into town, he noticed a fine shimmer of dust collecting on his windshield. Having pulled up and parked, he got out and wiped the dust off his hands. He claps his hands together to get rid of it, sneezing as it got up his nose. Isaac hears something above him. He looks up and sees cherubs. He's heard of them, but has never seen them before. He wonders where they're rushing off to, and why are they even here? It's Valentine's Day after all. No, it's Halloween. He shook his head. Maybe they're just passing through. He entered his wife's shop. Something hadn't been sitting right with him all day, but he made it through for her. This shop had always been a dream of hers. Currently, it was hitting some hard times, but he's sure Jenna and this little shop would make it through. He'll be there with her every step of the way. That's why he offered to stay behind to watch her shop while she was dealing with her family back on the mainland. Jenna was supposed to come home today. He was suddenly excited. Monster kind and folk creatures don't come around these parts very often. He couldn't wait to tell her about the cherubs he saw. One man, Isaac, has been watching his wife's shop since the loop began. Today, he did not come in about 6 in the morning. He didn't open the shop, he didn't sweep, and for the whole part, he didn't stay at the counter until lunch. He didn't take a lunch, he didn't sweep again, he didn't stand there until it was time to close. Isaac is walking around town asking people if they have seen his wife, all the while wondering how it is still Halloween.